Two of boxing's biggest stars prepare for a title showdown. HBO Sports presents Pacquiao Hatton 24/7. Next on HBO.
The following is a presentation of HBO Sports. Last week on Pacquiao Hatton 24/7. At the Wild Card Gym in Hollywood, stars converge for an up-close view of Manny Pacquiao at work.
Sweat, intensity, the fact that, anybody can come in here and everybody's the same, everybody gets treated the same. Especially, well, except for when the champion.
In Las Vegas, the pace remained comfortably brisk for Ricky Hatton under the guidance of Floyd Mayweather.
I think I come into training camp in a lot better shape than what I normally do. And I think a lot of it's down to what Floyd has told me and that I'm a little bit more settled in my personal life.
Have you seen his bum? Your bum on the TV.
Meanwhile, Freddie Roach and Michael Moorer settled in for film night and a study of the opponent's patterns in the ring.
He may be using his jab a little bit more of that.
And we know what the jab is going to do. The jab is going to try to blind him where he can jump in with the hook after.
The confidence of their counterpart, however, did not appear likely to be phased.
Freddie the joke, Coach Roach got amused. This right here, this is an Italian stallion. They ain't going to be able to stand up under that.
Question, is the going great? Answer, yes, the going's great. Question, is the living fine? Answer, yes, the living's fine.
My goodness.
On an off day in Las Vegas, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is having a party, inviting Ricky Hatton and his entourage over for a bit of bonding and a late afternoon feast.
I think I found myself a new drink though. The Kool-Aid. Nice.
The food and drink go down easy, while the host's confidence is characteristically high, with the fight less than 2 weeks away.
Rose talking about he didn't train Pacquiao to get better. I don't know what the hell he trained to get better at. The man throws his hands straight forward like an amateur. And you're going to find out that speed ain't really what y'all think it is. It's the way you use it. And everything's about timing anyway. And you're going to find out his timing ain't going to be there like you think it's going to be. You can't just throw punches like that and think you're going to hit something. You can hit another amateur like that. You can hit no pro like that.
After the meal, the obligatory house tour, which in this abode begins in the closet.
Floyd's a real character. The clothing he wears is, well, I'm sure he won't mind me for saying, is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion.
I think Ricky got a good idea what's going on and what's happening.
Floyd, turn your suits down. I can't hear the phone.
Behind them on the wall, however, the trainer's artistic talent inspires a different reaction.
You do this, Floyd?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Really good, isn't it?
It's very good.
Very good.
It's very good, that Floyd.
Look at that. Very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a man of many talents, and you need people like that in boxing. I'm sure a lot of people will say, oh, look, he's a little bit too cocky, he's a little bit too arrogant, but, he's very good at what he does, whether it be the poetry, whether it be his artwork, whether it be his training. And to be honest, boxing would be a very, very dull place if you didn't have characters in boxing, like Floyd, so Long live Floyd Joy Mayweather.
Last week on Pacquiao Hatton 24/7.
The day's festivities conclude with a screening of the latest episode of a familiar program.
This right here, this the real racehorse right here. He got a mule. Fairly the joke, Coach Roach got a mule. This right here, this is an Italian stallion.
If Mayweather's playful boasting is amusing, a glimpse of the opponent is emboldening.
Same move every time.
From Freddie Roach.
Yeah.
Same move. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Right hook, roll under. Right hook, roll under. Right hook, spin off.
Drop up under.
Just give him something to spin off onto.
Satan, your kingdom must come down. Satan, your kingdom must come down. You've been feeding your kingdom all over this land. Satan, your kingdom must come down.
To know Manny Pacquiao is to understand the role religion plays in his life. Prayers are said daily. Devotion is absolute. And the fighter says faith even propels his practice of the sweet science. The boxing world credits his swift hands for his results in the ring. The champion explains it otherwise.
If God wants me to lose, that's what he wants. I believe God. I tell him, God, it's on you. It's not mine, but if you want me to lose, I'm okay.
Sometimes fighters thank God for them winning fights and so forth. I think if there's God, I think he's too busy to worry about boxing match. But I don't think the guy that prays the most is going to win the fight. I think the guy that works hard is going to win the fight.
Some might consider the violence of boxing at odds with a devout lifestyle. But Pacquiao sees no conflict and takes his prayers with him inside the ropes.
I'm praying. Just please protect me and also my opponent, that nobody gets hurt on this fight.
I respect him. It works for him. He's, you know, he's very religious. He's very Catholic. I was born Catholic and brought up Catholic, but I'm not a religious person because, well, the last time I went to church, I had a fight with the nun. She pulled me by my hair and threw me down and kicked me. I said, wow. I said, if you weren't a nun, I'd kick your ass. So I went home and told my mother, I said, I'm not going back. So that was my last day of church.
Earlier in camp, Freddie Roach tried closing the gym during Pacquiao's training sessions. But gradually, the crowds have swelled again in the wild card, leaving Roach and Michael Moore close to exasperation.
There's over 50 people here right now.
That's crazy.
Everyone think they can just come in and when they want to and how they want. I understand them, that's fine, but...
That's the last time.
Yeah. You said that before.
I know.
So Roach takes matters into his own hands, clearing the gym of all non-essentials himself. The banished even include members of his fighter's entourage.
Clearing people out because I want Manny. I think his focus is maybe lacking a little bit. Mitchell's giving me a little hard time, but I'm going to ask him to leave. So do me a favor, all right? Thank you. All right? Who's he with?
He's with David. David's got two people.
Thank you.
The closed-door policy has but one exception. The cameras remain, free, even encouraged to capture the sparring sessions on film.
I want to put fear in Hatton. When he sees Manny knocking out a guy with a body shot, a guy that Hatton struggles with every day for the last two camps, I love that. I don't feel that Ricky can do anything about it, and that's why, you know, I give you full access to all the sparring, because I want you guys, when you show stuff like the knockouts and so forth, I'm sure it's in his head. I'm using it as a positive for us and a negative for him, because he says, you know, shit, I got to deal with this guy.
Following their day of leisure, Team Hatton returns to the gym refreshed and recharged.
I think it'd be difficult for Manny and Freddie to get a game plan going, because if they're watching tapes of Ricky Hatton, it would be like the old rough and tumble Ricky Hatton as opposed to the Ricky Hatton that's performing in the gym at the minute. But I think everyone was starting to think maybe Ricky Hatton's seen better days, but I proved them all wrong in my last fight, and I hope to prove them wrong again in this one.
That's all I'm gonna say. Coming for you. The man right there will take care of his business, stay on the case, and run his place. You know what that is? I'll repeat, at the top.
I think there probably will be a knockout in the fight. Me and Manny don't exactly tiptoe around the ring, do we? And feel each other out. We know we're both knockout fighters. We go for the knockout.
All right, get ready, Rich. Pacquiao been stopped twice, to the body. He been stopped twice, and so we definitely going downstairs.
You hit like a bitch.
Okay.
In training, a boxer feeds off the spirit of those around him.
Right there. That word kind of disgusting.
The ample supply here ranges from Mayweather's constant cheer to brother Matthew Hatton's tenacity as he trains for his own May 2nd bout. The Hatton boys are perhaps England's best-known tandem of boxing siblings. Here in Vegas, another set of brothers enliven the fight game with an original flair. Roger Mayweather is 9 years younger than his brother Floyd, and best known as his nephew Floyd Jr.'s trainer. He's brought another of his fighters here to spar with Ricky Hatton, along with a distinctive assessment of what's to come.
Ricky Hatton should win. I believe he should win. You can't whip Pacquiao. Small as that dude is, big as you is, you can't whip Pacquiao. You might as well just take all your boxing equipment, give it to me. I'll throw some gasoline on it and throw it in the trash, because you ain't gonna need it no way. That's what I'm talking about.
The Mayweather family has had its share of disputes. Peace and harmony, though, rule the day for the brothers.
I don't have no ill feelings about Roger. A lot of people, they get a lot of things twisted about the Mayweather. At the end of the day, it's all about family.
If age has mellowed Floyd Mayweather, maybe another battle he's quietly waging has sapped his energy for the frivolous. He has sarcoidosis, a rare disease with cruel symptoms that come and go without warning.
It's a lung disease, and I've had it for 8 years. It ain't so much about pain, it's about the agony of it, the way it just nag at you. That's what it is. That's what you deal with, though. It's not a killer disease, but it can kill you. Some people can't die from it. I wanted to get rid of my sarcoidosis so bad. I almost would do anything to get rid of this.
He does what's natural, fight through it.
Do it again.
With a resolve he looks to channel to his pupil in the ring on May 2nd.
Let's go one more time.
Not all days are created equally as a fight approaches. And for Manny Pacquiao, today will be spent at the doctor's office.
How you doing? Good. Good. Good to see you. I was at your last fight.
It's the champion's mandatory pre-fight physical, inescapable and tedious, particularly for a fighter who's grown addicted to the rhythms of the gym.
I think he's overdoing it a little bit and just pushing a little bit too hard, and we're getting closer. So when he takes days off, so I'm really happy sometimes.
Okay. Look straight ahead.
Blood is drawn, questions are asked, tests are performed. All he is reminded in an effort to protect him in the ring. A failed physical can postpone a fight, though it doesn't appear Pacquiao is in any danger of that today.
Good. Remove your shoes and your socks, please. Is get up on the bed, take off your socks, okay?
Look good, man. Manny, you look great. Okay? You're good to go.
It's a clean bill of health across the board. The champion can return to the gym tomorrow. When he arrives, he'll find an unusually empty parking lot behind the wild card. Apparently, Freddie Roach's latest round of expulsions is being taken seriously.
The reason why there's less people here is because Freddie wants to keep his focus, and that's what we do. He asks us to keep the people away, and that's what we're doing.
A spring heat wave has suddenly engulfed the city. Temperatures downtown are as high as 98 degrees. In the steamy confines of the wild card, the gauge reads 119. To combat the heat, lights are off and clothes are shed. The pace of work, however, will be unchanged.
You know, I'm sweating like hell today, boy.
Yep. Nice hug. It's over.
I am ready for Hatton style. That's why I am trying to, fight inside, practicing fight inside. Because my style is always back forward, and after this week, let's get it on.
The fight is 7 days away. Across the Atlantic in the English city they call the capital of the North, there is no institution more beloved than Manchester United football. But 5 miles east of Man U's stadium, another team has a home, the Manchester City Football Club. Not nearly as renowned as their neighbors, but beloved nonetheless by Ricky Hatton. In Vegas, the fighter is able to catch his club's matches at a pub just off the strip.
Manchester City is like a religion for me. I go watching them play. I have a box at the ground, and if I go there and we happen to get beat, it total ruins my day. My girlfriend knows when City get beat, don't talk to me for 4 hours, because you won't get no sense from me.
The Man City allegiance is a Hatton family heirloom, inherited from his father Ray, who himself played for the club 4 decades ago.
It started off with my grandfather played for Manchester City, then my dad played for Manchester City.
When Richard was young, we'd have put money on him being a footballer, really, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would have done. And
when
Matthew.
He started doing this boxing, we thought...
Both Richard and Matthew.
What's all this about?
Saved again!
The Hatton brothers may have broken the chain of family footballers, but perhaps the gene merely skipped a generation.
Not a chance.
8-year-old Campbell Hatton, Ricky's son, is a regular sight at his grandparents' house. But with the boxer so far away, a piece feels missing.
Even if you don't see them every day, you do know they're just round the corner. We might not see them every day. I mean, but say once a week, a couple of times a week. But we still mentally know that he's tucked away in his house. And now, for the last 5 weeks, he's like thousands of miles away. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Just a long free kick from his parents' house is the home Ricky shares with his fiancée, Jennifer.
See, this is the glamorous life of Ricky Hatton now, isn't it? Going down the back alley to his mum and dad's for a cup of tea.
The couple has been apart for a month now. A reunion will come in Las Vegas just before the fight. In the meantime, phone calls have to do.
Hey, your bum hasn't gone down well.
Me what? My bum hasn't gone down what?
I know, the internet sites are saying Ricky was wearing a very unsexy thong.
They thought it was your thong?
No! You wouldn't fit in my thong, you cheeky git.
No, everywhere I've gone, when I've gone through the casinos, and people keep pulling me up and going, I've seen you on the 24/7. What are you doing wearing thongs? They're not thongs, the boxer shorts just put between the cheeks of my ass. Yeah.
It's your best asset, it's better than your face.
See you, love.
Love you, bye.
Here we go.
The sweltering day turns to night in Los Angeles, and the champion is sequestered in his bedroom, receiving treatment on some aching leg muscles. Lights out is typically at 9, but tonight, Pacquiao is trying to stay awake as long as he can. He is expecting a late-night guest.
I've been waiting, the plane is delayed, so I've been waiting in a while. I'm so tired and I can't wait.
At 12:30 a.m. across town at LAX, Philippine Airlines Flight 102 finally arrives from Manila. Among the passengers, a petite woman with a familiar face. Dionysia Pacquiao, Manny's mother. It is her first trip to the United States. She has never attended one of her son's fights. Next week's bout in Las Vegas will be her first. When she arrives at her son's apartment, she finds him drowsy but eager to greet her.
Pagod. Hindi ako makahiga. Na talaga.
Her dream is to get in America. And she's happy. This is her first time to watch my fight. And I'm excited.
A few days later, the fighter leaves his mother in the capable hands of the Rodeo Drive shopping district and gets on a plane himself to head north to San Francisco. Tonight at AT&T Park, it's Filipino Heritage Night. The Giants are playing the Padres, and thousands of fans in attendance will receive Manny Pacquiao bobblehead dolls. The pre-game festivities begin with a traditional song and dance just outside the ballpark, followed by a pep rally to wish the champ well for his upcoming bout.
I like San Francisco and I like San Francisco Giants. Let's go. Hey!
The fight may be less than 2 weeks away, but training camp is also 2 months old. Days like this, says Freddie Roach, help even the most experienced boxers avoid boredom and burnout.
I don't want him to get stale being in the gym all the time, so this gives him a little break, get away here a little bit, and get to see some fans, and it'll be a good turnout. It'll be a lot of fun.
There is one piece of pressure on Pacquiao today. He's throwing out the ceremonial first pitch just before the game. Yes, he can throw a punch better than anyone in the world, but what about a baseball?
I pitch ball, not a strike.
Promotion of a more standard variety continues in both camps in the form of twin press days in Hollywood and Las Vegas. Amid the media masses, neither side passes up a chance to throw some verbal jabs.
Ricky's strengths, he doesn't have any.
I don't see skills in it. When I see a guy throwing punches like this, it's amateur.
Well, he says he's the greatest trainer in the world, but I think he's the one saying that.
The man been with Freddie Roach for 8 years. The man still ain't moving his damn head. Something wrong with that pitcher.
Confidence can present itself in a variety of guises.
Manny Pacquiao is just too good a boxer for Ricky Hatton.
I feel like I got the best fighter, and I know I'm the best trainer.
I don't care how good Floyd Joy, whatever his name is, Mayweather, I don't care how good he is or how good he says he is, I have a better fighter.
So what we're gonna do here now, we're gonna find out what kind of horses we really got.
The case at hand matches colorful boisterousness and conventional assurance against reserved contempt and quiet faith. Soundly different approaches, strikingly similar wills, and the ultimate appraisal looming ominously 1 week from tonight.
Get scared, huh?
If you missed any part of 24/7, catch the first 3 episodes Friday night, May 1st, starting at 8, with the premiere of the finale at 9:30. Then go to HBO.com for 24/7 Overtime, featuring Jim Lampley's conversations with Freddie Roach and Floyd Mayweather Sr. And the next night, don't miss The Fight, live on HBO pay-per-view. This has been a presentation of HBO Sports.
On the final episode of Pacquiao Hatton 24/7, the mega fight is Saturday night, and training has reached a fevered pitch. Both trainers feel that they have the advantage.
We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna win this fight.
I don't care how good he is or how good he says he is. I have a better fighter.
While the Pacman focuses on his final sparring session at the wild card,
He's much more focused and disciplined.
his mother gets ready to see her son fight live for the very first time. The Hitman continues to train hard
Coming down the home straight now, so it's hard work.
as his family arrives early for the fight. Step into their lives before they step into the ring. On the final episode of Pacquiao Hatton 24/7, Friday night at 9:30.